What's up, yo? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and this is your top 5 comebacks of the year of 2021. You already know we back at it with the eBay Fight Prediction third annual awards, man. Can't wait. And then this year has been the year of the comebacks, man. It's been wild. All these were this year. They all were crazy. It's wild. I only got one of these right out of the 5 I'm about to name. I only predicted one of them right. The rest of them I predicted wrong because MMA doesn't make sense. So it's not my fault, but it is what it is. These were just crazy, man. As much as I might, one of them really pissed me off, but as much as I might hate, these were amazing comebacks, and you got to really applaud a lot of these guys' heart to really go out there and continue to fight and win the fight after just being completely destroyed in the other round or a part of the first round that they ended up winning. So just craziness, and I mean that it's just man, it's just wild. But let's get to it, man. At number 5, I gotta go with Maki Pitalo versus Julian Marquez. Man, this was nuts, man. Maki was literally winning the whole fight. He literally was winning the whole fight until I think the last fucking minute where he got hurt. And then he got fucking, I think it was a Darce choke. And it was nuts. He literally was winning the whole fight. Like, Maki was out there schooling Julian. Like, schooling him. This was probably the most heartbreaking thing I ever seen. I like Maki. Maki's a good dude, man. He seems like a good person. And you want to see him win. He probably has one of the best nicknames of all time. Coconut Bombs is pretty cool. And I really like Maki, man. I just really like him. But, I mean, fight IQ, man, dude, it's crazy. He has no fight IQ. Like, he literally was born with no fight IQ. And I mean that, like, as respectful as possible. Like, he just wasn't. And that's just something he's going to have to work on, you know? He's really going to have to really look himself in the mirror and be like, okay, why did I do that? Like, I feel like one thing that a lot of these fighters don't do is watch tape. Like, they're really not watching. I feel like their coaches watch tape. They don't watch tape. My only advice to Maki right now is to watch tape, figure out your opponent, and make better decisions in there when you fight. Like, against Dusko, he literally lost the fight because, not only just because of the guillotine, because he just, I mean, I don't know how to say this without sounding disrespectful. He lost the fight because he just wasn't thinking. He just was reacting. And obviously you can't think in there, but your reactions have to be better than that. And I get it. It's a tough sport. It's really easy for me to talk mess from my fucking computer, basically. But, like, you have to be better than that, though. Like, mentally. Like, you have to, like, realize, oh, that guy is a legit ground and pound guy. He has really, really good grappling. Am I really going to pull a guillotine, give my back to the ground, and let him get on top of me? Like, really, you really got to think. Like, obviously, he might have had the guillotine. Dusko said it was pretty tight. But this game of MMA, and Maki knows this, it's all about fucking moments. It's all about split-second decisions, and that's really what it comes down to. That's all it is. You know, it's not, you don't have to think. You have to have the better reaction, right? You know, and that's what it comes down to. The better muscle memory sometimes. Like, that's really what it comes down to. It's like that moment can just go like that. And yeah, obviously I don't want to really make this about fucking Maki Pitalo, but, like, you know, I just something I had to get off my chest, man. It's just insane to me. Like he literally is better than all the guys he's lost to. Like, literally, he knows that. I ain't lying. Like, all these losses are lessons. Like, they're legitimate lessons that he can really learn from. And he can really, really learn. Like, he did not get knocked out. He didn't get out. Like, I mean, against Impa, he lost to Impa straight up. Impa outworked him, wanted it more than him, right? But besides that, Julian Marquez, Dusko, who's the Darren Stewart, all these guys, no. Like, stop it. Like, they're not better than Maki. Like, I don't care. I'll put that to my... They beat him, right? But I don't think they're that. Like, and some people might get really mad when I say this. Just because you finish someone doesn't necessarily mean you're the better fighter. You won that certain moment of the fight, but it doesn't mean you're the better fighter. I feel like a guy that can beat you in a 15-minute decision, dominates you, means that means they're the better fighter. That's how I look at it. But yeah, I've already gone fucking Man, 5 minutes talking about fucking Maki Patala. Okay, let's get it. To number 4, I gotta go with Alex Caceres versus Choi. I mean, like I said, all these guys deserve respect, but Caceres deserves no respect. This was, I'm sorry, but this was luck. I don't know how this happened. I think Choi, I think it's scientifically known. I think that I do have a lot of evidence on this. You can go look at the footage. He slipped on a banana peel, and he just ended up giving his neck. I don't know how Caceres got away with that. I don't know how the ref didn't stop it, but hey, it is what it is. Luck is luck. I mean, you know what, y'all, I'm sorry. I hate Caceres, so it's hard for me to give him credit, but I mean, all jokes aside, sadly, there was no banana peel. Caceres just got the choking. I don't know how he did it. I really don't. But Choi, I mean, man, let down a lot of people. And it's not even about money at this point. It's just like, come on, bro. Like, why are you extending this man's win streak? Like, how does this man ever win? How is he ranked? Topuria is not even ranked, right? He was ranked at one point, but like, you put Topuria and Caceres in the same fucking vicinity, all right? Someone's gonna die, and his name is not Topuria. Like, straight up. Like, it's, man, I don't, like, man, like, dude, I knew I was gonna have fun with this video, but like, man, I get angry remembering this. Go watch my fucking reaction. I was pissed. I was like, bro, like, the world doesn't make sense. Like, how does someone like that beat Choi? Choi was literally, like, doing whatever he wanted to him on the feet. Was lighting him up, alright? Like a motherfucking Christmas tree. Like all these guys I was happy for. Like, I might not like Julian Marquez, the fucking little simp boy from Miley Cyrus, but I was actually happy that he came back, 2-year layoff, got a W. Like, you can't really be mad at it. You got to be happy for someone like that, right? Like, as much as I might not like Julian Marquez, I don't, like, I can respect that. Caceres, man, I'm going to sound like a hater. Man, I really, truly believe, I think someone messed with Choi's water. I really do believe that. In between rounds, I don't know how that happened. I just don't, but it is what it is. It's something I got to accept with. But hopefully they give Shane Burgos, Alex Caceres, and then we can just fucking call it a day and not have to deal with this mofo anymore. Because I know Burgos ain't making mistakes like that for the love of God. Like, hopefully. But yeah, at number 3, I gotta go with Clay Guida versus Leonardo Santos. Man, what a fucking comeback. Pick Leonardo Santos. I thought I was right when I saw the beginning of the round. He literally had this man on skates. Hurt him in the body bad. I thought he had him. But, man, Clay, heart of a champion, dude, that is just, oh, man, a never-ending will. And he went out there and submitted him in the second round. That was insane. That was fucking nuts, y'all. Like, that does not make any sense, but, well, it kind of does. You know, he got tired, right? And Clay just took advantage because Clay has, like, endless cardio. But, that was amazing. You got to be happy for Clay Guida, man. He got it done. And, yeah, man, he did his thing in there, man. You can't be mad at it. Like, good on him. And kind of felt bad for Santos, but Santos is good, man. He's still at that age. Both of those guys are still good. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's still players in this division. Like, they can give people problems. Like real talk. But yeah, good on Clay for doing his thing. At number 2, I gotta go Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. This is the one I was talking about that I got actually right. This was the only one that I predicted right. I didn't predict it to be like this. It was a fucking war. Chandler had him, bro. Had him. He really had. He had a 10-8 round. They gave him a 10-8 round for that, too. But he had him. Like, he actually had him. It's crazy. Like, Chandler was, like, it's crazy, like, to really think he would have became champion if he would have finished him. You know, like, oh, that's it. That's what it comes down to. It's moments like that. And, again, it's all about those split decision, you know, I shouldn't say, split-second decisions. That's what I meant to say. That you make in there. Like, it really is. Like, when you really think about it, like, you know, when you watch the game enough, you start to realize these guys, this is all just built from the training camp and all the muscle memory they got from the training camp that they're just implying in the fight. They're not really thinking in there. They're reacting. Um, and it's moments like that where you think you got it and then you don't, and Oliveira just stayed super, super calm, didn't let him phase it, and went out there in that second round and just took it from Chandler. Like, he took all the momentum, shut him down so quickly, and got that fucking belt, man. It was just nuts, man. It was crazy. It literally, like, it was one of the happiest moments for me, because just seeing Chandler get fucking destroyed like that made me happy, because he killed my boy Hooker. But yeah, man, it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool to watch, and Oliver winning that belt was actually pretty cool to watch. Seeing him happy like that, you can't be mad at it. You just can be happy for the guy, man. He really, really killed it this year, man. Had a phenomenal year, man. And we're gonna be talking about him, a few other videos coming up, but just killed it this year. And at number 1, the winner of the comeback of the year, I think you guys already know, Merab Dvalishvili versus Marlon Moraes. This was kind of heartbreaking for me. Obviously, I'm not the biggest Marlon fan, but I'm kind of weird like this. When I start seeing a guy lose a lot and they get treated like a complete bum, I kind of feel bad for him, right? Because Marlon, people forgot that this guy fought for a belt. This guy main evented a pay-per-view. This guy legitimately killed the so-called champion, Aljamain Sterling. Like, killed him. Like, dude, Leonardo DiCaprio was fucking dead in there. That actor literally was dead. Alright? They had to do CPR to bring back that man to life. Like, they had to bring him from the dead, bro. Like, just so he could continue doing his fucking movies. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like, you gotta respect Marlon. Marlon's a fucking killer. It's just, I don't know. He's washed, I guess you could call him. I don't like when people that are young get called washed. Like, I don't like it when people call Conor washed. Like, how is he washed? He's young as fuck. Like, he's not washed. He got figured out. Alright? Like, that's what it comes down to. Everyone knew his little trick. And the same thing happened with Marlon. Now they know you, motherfucker. They know that you don't have gas after the first round. That's it. Right? That's really what it comes down to. They figured him out. He's not washed. He got figured out. He showed his power. He had him. He had him dead to rights, y'all. Merab was done. But he had heart. And I'm sorry. Marlon is a fucking tin man. Alright? He wasn't born with heart. I don't know what it is. Like, I'll never forget when Mark Henry was pleading with this man when he fought Cejudo. And I'll tell you this. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. That Cejudo victory over Marlon is one of the greatest title victories of all fucking time. Alright? That's another comeback, that should be talked about. Marlon Moraes was at his highest momentum. Right? Everyone was like, man, this man's a fucking killer. I dubbed him the wrestler killer, because Jimmy Rivera, former wrestler, right? A Sansal grappler, and fucking Aljamain Sterling, a grappler, but he has a wrestling background. Murdered these guys. They could not fucking touch his legs, right? They got fucking murdered in there, right? The fight Cejudo, one of the greatest wrestlers to ever touch that octagon, and Cejudo didn't even go for a takedown. This man beat him via strikes. It was so incredible to watch. I was like, this dude is the greatest combat sports athlete of all. You cannot deny it. Stop the cap. He's fucking great, right? Doesn't get enough credit. I just want to say that, But Merab went out there, followed the game plan. Even though he got fucking destroyed. He got hurt so bad in that first one. Could have got stopped, honestly, if you're being honest. But, kudos to him to survive. You really got to, like, at the end of the day, all right, people can be like, oh, they should have stopped, da-da-da. Not really. That's on Marlon for not really. Like, he had him hurt. If Marlon can't finish the job, that's on him. Merab should be getting applauded. That's just my opinion. I do see some people that were kind of salty that Marlon lost. But it is what it is. Merab did his thing, and you just got to applaud him, and he just looked amazing in there. A lot of people were like, oh, man, I don't really have a lot of faith in Merab now, Or they kind of start hating on Merab. The problem is you had no respect for Marlon. I had a lot of respect for Marlon, because I know stylistically how much of a bad matchup he is for Merab. good grappling, right? I know he got out grappled in it, but he does have good grappling. Like, the guy has some submissions and like has really good takedown defense. He showed it before, right? Really good hips, right? And against Merab, Merab was able to take him down. I was like, if there's ever a guy to really beat Peter Yan, you almost have to have a Magomedov performance. And the first fight was really close, right? It really was, but I thought Magomed won, right? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, obviously Yan did great in that first fight. You could honestly just give it to Yan too. But I could see why they gave it to Magomed, right? And then in the second fight, we saw what happened, right? Yan ended up teaching him a valuable lesson and taught him, like, dude, you ain't shit, da-da-da-da-da. But if anyone could replicate what happened in that first... I thought Aljamain could do it, but he didn't. Well, I didn't pick him, but I thought he had a chance to, and he went out there and got completely schooled, right? But if there's a guy that can actually replicate that, Merab can. And I really want people to really rethink how they feel about Merab, because I was waiting to fade Merab. Like, a lot of people put a lot of faith in Cody Stamann. I could have seen it, but I wasn't feeling it. I really believed when they made up the Marlon Moraes-Merab matchup that Merab was the fucking guy. Not Merab. Marlon was the guy to stop him. And I was this close. I was this right. But after seeing what he was able to do to Marlon, I think I have a lot of faith in him, actually, to really give Yan some legitimate problems in that division. A lot of people are like, oh, you're fucking crazy. Yan murders him. And Yan could really do that. Like, besides Cejudo, and obviously you got Dominic Cruz. In my opinion, Dominic Cruz is the GOAT of the bantamweight division, but Cejudo is the greatest athlete and a lot competitor to ever compete in that division, in my humble opinion. But I mean, obviously Yan could easily surpass both of those guys in legacy, accolades, and accomplishments. And I really do think if there ever was a guy that could really hurt Cejudo and do real damage to him, it's Yan. And I think Cejudo knows that. But to me, I think it's 50-50 if they do fight. But back to Merab, I think if there is a guy that could really challenge Yan, I think it's Merab. I really do. I really do think Merab has a good chance of giving Yan problems. I truly believe that. But that's it, man. It went 17 minutes. That's crazy in this video. But yeah, Merab versus Marlon Moraes is a comeback of the year. That's about it for me in the video. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to follow me on my social medias, on my Twitter, on my Instagram. Y'all already know what's up. If you're new, subscribe, like, comment, share the video. Go click the notification button. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. Love y'all and goodbye.